Dude, 5 years of searching for this. Check it out. That is a unicorn. 1 of 39. And actually there's less than that now. There were supposedly 2 that have been wrecked in total, leaving 37. I've spent 5 years looking for this for my own personal vehicle and 2 years of working on negotiating and to buy that truck. Kind of shaking a little bit. 2000 H1 Hummer Slantback. I've got a ton of history on it. We're gonna start documenting this vehicle with all the different VIN numbers out there and kind of set up a registry for it. This is one of the rarest vehicles in existence with only 39 examples ever manufactured and hunting for one for over 5 years. Insane. So I'm here with Hector. Hector came out from MD Turbines. So there's some really cool history with like Predator and MD Turbines going back, 3 or 4 years. We've been working with one of the guys that helps run MD Turbines, Raphael. Raphael has an H1 Hummer wagon. It's a black one. We'll throw up some pictures. Super nice, huh?
Super nice.
So he's been buying parts from us. Hector's been showing up here and we're loading up parts on this massive semi truck that delivers what, $10 million, $20 million jet engines. Sir. The owner, Manny, and then Matt have been generous enough to send Hector all the way out from our shop in Florida, out by Tampa.
Yes.
Picked it up, what, 4 days ago or so?
Yes, sir.
Drove it all the way out here just for us. So, I mean, just huge shout out to MD Turbines. Very, very generous of them to do that for us. Another good friend of ours, Cesar, owns Bulldog Towing up here, and this guy does like all the crazy, he does like local towing, but he also does crazy extraction stuff for the CHP. So when a semi truck goes off a cliff or something like that, he goes and pulls it out. Yeah. So really cool. Yeah, definitely. So we actually have his truck inside. I'll show you a little clip of that in just a minute with the fuel tank that's starting to go bad, but doing some service work on his truck. But I really appreciate you coming out, man. You guys have an awesome crew out there. So shout out to MD Turbines. If you need your $20 million jet engine overhauled and transported, I mean, these guys, there's no better truck to transport. I don't think you guys normally transport Hummers, but
no, but we started it already.
We started today, yeah. Those guys are friggin' awesome, as well as Bulldog Towing, Raphael and Manny and all the guys. What's up, bro? And all the guys that were involved in this. Cesar from Bulldog Towing, much appreciation getting this kind of dream come true for me. Dude, this is like, there's like two dream cars out there. This is one of them, and I don't know what to say. I'm beyond words. I'm beyond stoked. Absolutely excited. So I don't know what to say. I'm just blown away that after all these years, this is my truck. So what do you think, Jason?
Can I have it? No? Come on.
1 of 39 unicorn.
I deserve it.
Dude, I can't believe you showed up on time. I had to say, this is all going down at 8 in the morning. And that means you need to be there, young man, by 7:30 in the morning. And guess what?
I was here by 7:30.
Was it in the morning or the afternoon? What, was it evening or what?
Initially when I read it,
Yeah.
I thought you said you don't have to be here at 8 a.m.
What the hell? I even said I'll get you a handler just like our president to make sure you're awake and you're coming to work on time.
And that failed.
Like our president. Like our president. My God, the irony here.
And this thing needs a good wash. I mean, granted, it's just like getting dropped off, so it's fine, but we'll get a good wash on it.
And then on top of that, look at this too. I can see the, there's something up here. See that stance? Not sure if you can see the angle of that. But the,
Like, goes out a little bit.
yeah, maybe it's
Camber's
maybe a bad ball joint. Toe and camber are off. I mean, that tire's like pointing out and it's also angled back. So I'm not gonna run it. I really want to drive it.
So wait, so we got a lot of plans for this summer, right?
Yes, we got a lot.
We're gonna
of plans.
showcase this thing, right? Finally showcase something.
Yep. I've worked so hard in buying and selling vehicles and growing the business, and I never really like bought a vehicle for my own. And I was like, finally, this is it. I've been searching for like literally 5 years looking for this vehicle.
It's loud and we're on here, you know, so you want me to get you mic'd up real quick?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull in the driveway so I don't get hit. This thing's too valuable to be sitting out here. That's a ball bearing turbo. We're gonna have some fun with this thing. I've been looking for this thing for so many years. It's like, it hasn't really set in. I'm just like staring at it, trying to comprehend that this truck is my truck. Going on record here, you are not driving this truck ever, ever.
I am. Yes, off-roading.
I'm gonna offer the shit out of this thing. Yeah, for sure, that'd be rad. Especially their new headquarters. It's pretty amazing,
I'll
their
do
new
some donuts
headquarters.
in their donut yard.
Yeah, they got a donut yard. How rad is that?
I just had to get rid of these rims and tires.
I think mechanically we gotta go through everything on it, make sure she's dialed. We got the Duramax conversion on it many, many years ago, so go through that. Powder coated frame, all grade 8 hardware on there. This is like a full restoration, but the interior was restored to, is now a very subpar level of what we're doing today. I mean, we do some amazing interiors today, so I think we're probably gonna have to go through that, rip through the interior, and do a re-restoration on the interior and just get it dialed, wrap everything with leather and suede. You can see the offset's just way too much. We're gonna get rid of these guys. Tires are also cracking. This was in his collection in Miami. I didn't tell you that, Jason. Pagani, an Enzo, and then an FXX Ferrari in there too. Yeah, and then there's some like BMW stuff. I'm sure it was like super collectible.
Paint correction too.
Yeah, a little paint correction on it. The offset back here, toe and the camber are all jacked on here. It's probably like some ball joints that have failed here and there. Very normal on the H1s. The correct lights back on here, the side lights. It's all like murdered out, blacked out. A little too much. I'm gonna get rid of these guys and go with the correct lights on there. And then from there, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple as far as no roof rack, maybe a tire carrier. So check this out. You got the Slantback on here and then the tire carrier in the back. Very iconic look from the military, and that kind of transitioned over to the H1 line. So this is actually our old bumper. It's probably like 8 years old, 10 years old. And it has the smaller spindle mounts here. So we need to upgrade that. The new spindle mounts we're using are that big around, they're massive. Get this upgraded, repowder coated, or replaced, tire carrier on the back. What else? Can you zoom in on this? This truck was very well built. It just needs a little bit of updating on the interior. So you look at it, it looks really good. It looks good for like 15 years ago or so, but it can be a lot nicer, like dyed black vinyl up here. At this point, we'll just rewrap it with leather. Comment down below, let me know what you think. We've got Monsoon stereo system in here. Leave that in there, replace it. Maybe relocate the controls up to the center, get rid of that 6-disc changer, because that's kind of pointless. Yeah, we got a lot of work on this guy. Shoot. And the thing is too, it's not gonna take away from the value because virtually every H1 has been modified. But here's the difference, like this is factory OEM slantback. This is not a kit. The kits out there don't have the interior, they don't have the style hinge, a little scuff plate across here, detailed out, trimmed out. It's a world of difference between this and like an aftermarket kit. I'm definitely humbled to have this truck as my own. I'm super excited about it, as you can tell. I've been dreaming about this truck for many years.
Oh, let's get it in the shop and get it cleaned up.
A little dirt in there.
And get some little tinkers done on it so we can take it out and drive it.
Sorry, what?
You heard me. I want to do a real drive with it, not just going around the blocks.
I agree, and with that rear tire, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that there's no issues inside that geared hub. There's a spindle nut in there, and if for some reason something's going on with it, that could be devastating. And on top of that too, this offset with these rims and tires puts a little bit of strain on the bearing, so we could have a bearing issue, who knows what. It's probably just a ball joint. We'll get that fixed first, and then we'll go driving. You want to hear something pretty cool?
What?
All right, listen to this, hold on. Hey, Dylan! Fire in the hole, Dylan! The thing sounds insane, huh? Dude!
So what are we doing?
I figured we could spend the rest of the day with me like walking around and like maybe just sitting, leaning up against it like this. That was official, right?
Some influencer shit.
Oh, then this is actually Caesar's truck. So Caesar owns Bulldog Towing, and he does a lot of extraction. So he bought this from us, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, and truly uses this thing off-road. Check this out, Jason. You hit something here off-roading, obviously. I mean, that can all be repaired, pull it out and repair that door. But he uses this thing for off-road extraction, like semi-trucks and all kinds of stuff that goes off the road. He can go up to certain points on top of hills, out in the desert. He told me this one story where he was down on the 8 freeway and a semi-truck went over. He crawled up the back side of it, and he said he used to have a Jeep that he used for like an extraction vehicle, and it just didn't have the weight or the strength to pull it out. So he set up like this Hummer as like a pick point to extract that semi-truck out. So definitely critical for his business, which is pretty cool.
Nice extraction vehicle, huh?
Yeah, right. Well, sometimes it's the only way to do it. Like something this heavy and big, and it can get in areas like remote areas that you can't otherwise.
Yeah.
So kind of a common problem that's occurring is the factory fuel tanks are starting to fail. So there's a pickup in here that comes in here, and
don't they start to deteriorate?
yeah, so check this out. See that box? You see that box that looks like a triangle in there?
Yeah, kind of.
So it's supposed to be squared off in here. And so the plastic, use like little plastic welds in there to hold it in place, and eventually just expansion, contraction, it breaks off and starts floating around in there. So that's number one. Second problem is there's a sock on the pickup, and that starts to fail. It starts to get ripped apart. Sometimes it floats off. So let me pull this thing out. I'll show you. I'm not about to get diesel poisoning. This baffle right here is welded inside there. And you can see the fuel like comes in here, fills in here, and so when the vehicle transfers around like this, it always has fuel. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're repairing the fuel tank for him. So we have John and John, and we put them next door to each other because then I won't forget their names.
That's true.
Yeah.
And when you do say our names, and we both.
I do fuck with them a little bit. Like go by, I'm like, hey John, how you doing? And they're both like, hey, what's up? So now we have John and John, we have Mike and Mike in shipping, and then Brian in the back, Brian in the front, but yeah, they're at least separated. Makes it a little bit easier.
Well, anyway, didn't you have
So anyways,
to show me?
oh yeah, your replacement?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is rad, guys. Cutting edge. I gotta get this fuel off my hands though. Hold on. Dude, Jason, I'm telling you, bro, it's too much, bro.
What? I gotta get the detail shots.
Are you ready, dude?
So what is this?
Your replacement, but AI. You ready? So what I did was really simple. All you gotta do is just put in a couple keywords, and I put in like H1 Hummer video, and they came up with the Hummer H1, A Journey Through Time. So you ready for this?
Did you know that the H1 Hummer Slantback, a vehicle initially designed for military use,
That's the
was
H1 Hummer?
released to the civilian market? A fascinating
that gets
piece
better.
of automotive history that has seen both
That's
the
history.
battlefield and the city streets.
Beijing.
Today, we're diving into the evolution and features
That's
of
the new
this
dash of the
vehicle,
H1 Hummer that's coming out.
H1 Hummer Slantback.
That's the Slantback.
1992, the world was introduced to the full-size four-wheel drive based on the M998 Humvee, the H1 Hummer. It was built by AM General.
See, AM General building the
and
van,
marketed
the
by
Sprinter van. I mean,
until 2006. The H1 was not just any vehicle.
what are you doing, dude? I don't even know what they're doing.
Handle the harshest terrains. A few years into its production, the H1 Hummer Slantback emerged. The Slantback, with its distinctive sloped rear end, was a sight to behold. It
That's a Porsche Cayenne.
but added an extra layer of sophistication and aerodynamic. The H1 Hummer Slantback was not just about looks. It packed a punch when it came to performance. Throughout its years of production, the H1 featured various engine and
That's an EV. That's not even a real Hummer.
The H1 Alpha was re-engineered with a 6.
That's not an Alpha. That's an H2.
A testament to its continuous evolution, General Motors attempted to sell it in 2000.
We got an H1.
And it was ultimately shut down in 2010. However,
It was not
the
shut down in
legacy of the
2010.
H1 Hummer Slantback remained. The vehicle's power, versatility, and unique
my
design
God.
left a lasting impression.
This is our future, folks. AI is taking over. Jason's time here is limited. Not much left of Jason.
Meanwhile, production of the H1 continued in 2017 through a partnership with VLF Automotive.
2017 was still manufacturing the
In summary,
Slantback.
Dude, that shit's so funny.
Welcome to your replacement, Jason.
Thanks. Can I go home now?
Yeah, you can go home.
Okay. Good luck with your new AI person.
I'm going to leave the stock watermarks on because I don't want to pay for this. And anybody else looking for some amazing cutting edge AI, they can jump in and, I don't know, sign up.
Awesome. Okay, bye.
All right. There you guys. Thanks for watching.